Hello everybody, welcome back to GGAcademy. In the previous videos we saw about the basics of Scratch, and in this video we'll be seeing about the basics on Scratch but with the motion blocks. We will understand every single motion block and also understand clearly about the motion blocks. So if you had not watched our previous video on Scratch, it is just the basics on Scratch, please go and watch so that it will be very easy to understand. Okay, so now let's take a deep dive into the project and we'll understand about the motion blocks. So first, always a project should start with event block. So I'm going to take when flag click and go to motion block. Here first one is the move 10 steps. So what we need to do is when we click flag, we can see now I have given it to the ball, so it is moving 10 steps. But since the direction is minus 75, it will move towards that direction. If I do the same for the cat, here also I have given it for the cat. Now both will move when I click the flag. So now I am going to take off from the wall. Next is turn 15-degree clockwise. So what it happens is when I click flag, it will turn 15-degree clockwise. Same wise, we also have the anti-clockwise. And I have given the same 15 degrees, so it will move like this, then it will move like that. That's all. That's the difference between the anti-clockwise and clockwise direction, and these are useful in many purposes. Next is the go to random position. This is an interesting block because the Scratch will make that sprite to go to a random position which we even don't know where to go. So you will see when I click flag, it is going to a random positions. This is what is go to random position. Next is go to block. So go to X and Y. This specifies a direction. Now I want the cat to go to 0x and 0y, and I click flag, it will automatically go to 0x and 0y. Here you can see X is 0 and Y is 0. Likewise, we can change the direction, like when this condition is prevalent, we need this to go here to a specific position, but random position will make it go randomly. And even if you see under random position, we have mouse pointer and also we have the ball, which is the second sprite. How many sprite we take, it depends on that. It will go to that. So here you can see when I use the mouse pointer and give another condition from the event block, like when space clicked, you will see where whenever I click space, the cat moves to the mouse pointer. And likewise, if it's the ball, then it will move towards the ball. Next, we will go to the next motion block, which is nothing but glide 1 second to a random position. So whenever I click space, it will glide to a random position for 1 second. So how much distance ever it increases, the speed of the cat will increase. You can see it glides, it doesn't go, it is gliding to that position. You can see. And same as we also have another option to glide to a specific position. Also we have the option to glide to the mouse pointer, ball, etc, etc. So what I'm going to do is, now the condition is for glide 1 second to minus 92 and y 44. So when I click space, you can see it is moving towards that direction. Again I'm going to move it out, and I click space for 1 second, it will move. Now I am going to change this condition to mouse pointer. So whenever I click space, the cat moves to that point where the mouse was previously chosen. When the space was clicked, you can see the cat is moving to that position. Next, we are going to see is point in direction. We saw about turning anti-clockwise, clockwise, but this point in direction will make the cat to point to a specific direction when the space key is pressed. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change the direction to 180 degree. Okay, so I will cancel everything and again type this 180 degrees. Okay, so when I change the direction to 180 degree, it is pointing downwards. Now when I click space, it again point towards the right because the direction is now turned to 90 degree. Next is point towards other conditions, like point towards mouse pointer and the ball. So when I click space, it will point towards the mouse pointer. So once I take off this condition, you will see whenever I press space, it points towards the mouse pointer. So if I want that to happen forever, I can give this condition from the control block for, that is forever block. Now once I click space one time also, it will always point towards the mouse point. This is really useful in many ways that we will be seeing in the future videos. Now I'm going to stop the project and I'm going to explain about the next block. That is change x, set x, change y, and set y. What are these? Means if I make it, I am going to give the condition when space key pressed, and when I'm asking it to change x. Now you can see the direction is not at all 90 degree. So when we place move, you can see it will move towards that direction. But when I press space, it only changes x. Whatever be the direction, it will only change x position. So you can see it changes x. But what is set x? Now if I ask it to set x and I press space, it will set the cat's position to x. Then what about the difference between go to and set x? Means go to will both set x and y, but set x and set y will specifically set x and y. That is the difference. So sometimes we need to change x alone or sometimes y alone. During that time these blocks are really helpful, and same thing y and set y does, like how that x did. So change y means to change y by 10, and now if I ask it to set y to minus 20, it will set y to minus 20. So these are set x, change x, and set y and change y. Next is if on edge bounds. This is a really helpful block which is easy to do, like if you want to make the ball bounce when it hits the edge. This block is really helpful and very easy to do that. So for example, I'm going to do is I'm going to take this move 10 steps inside that forever, and also if on edge bounds. So if you see the direction is not 90 right now, so I'm going to directly take it like that. Now what I'm going to do is just place this inside the flag. So once I click flag, you will see the cat is bouncing when it touches the edge, and also it is moving 10 steps forward. And if on edge, it is also bouncing. Now I am going to show the same thing with the ball by dragging and dropping it inside, and I don't want this here, so I will throw it out. Now when I click flag, the ball bounces hitting the edge. So you can say these things are really helpful in doing some specific projects, and very easily we can do without using any sign, cos, etc. So next we are going to see is the set rotation style. These are different type of blocks which are really helpful in some position. For this if I need to explain this, I need to use forever and point towards here it is, point towards mouse point. So all round is now what we saw, that is it will just rotate all these things. Before I do that, let me throw off that that coding from the ball. Now if you see all round means it just rotates all round. Now if it is left right, then you will see once I click flag, it will only change left and right. When the mouse pointer is towards the right of the cat, it will point towards the right. When it goes to the left of the cat, it points towards the left. So this is left and right. But what is don't rotate? So whatever I do, it will not rotate. But you see it is still turning to left and right. Why? Because I need to give again the command of when flag. Once I give it, it will stop rotating. You can see wherever I bring it, it will not change. So always remember, if you want to do, you need to give the command again for it to work. Next. Okay, so now we are going to see about X position, Y position and direction. I have shown them here very approximately. When we tick mark this, we will be able to see them, and here they are like approximate values, and here they are like almost, they are here round off values, and here they are almost approximate. Now we will see how to use it. So for that we need a control block, that is if then, and operators like greater than, equal to, everything we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this greater than block, and if x position, so I'm going to take this greater than block and drop x position, and now I'm going to give a condition like it's 40. So you will see if x position is greater than 40, I want my cat to turn 15 degrees, and this should happen forever. So if you see, when I click flag, it is turning like 15 degrees all time, because now the x position is 43 and here the x position is greater than 40, so it's true, 43 is greater than 40, so automatically it turns. Now what I'm going to do is stop the project. I'm going to make the cat move towards the left direction, so automatically my cat position will be less than 40. So now if you see, minus 13 is not at all greater than 40, so automatically this condition will not happen. So I'm going to click flag. Now you see cat doesn't do anything. So here if then block, if then else is also used, and if then else are majorly used here. So I'm going to take this if then expression is greater than 40, turn this, and again here I'm going to go and take the anti-clockwise direction. So what does this mean is, if the expression is greater than 40, turn 15 degrees clockwise. If it's not, then turn 15 degree anti-clockwise. So now we are going to test. Now if you see, it is not greater than 40, so automatically it will turn anti-clockwise direction. Yes. And once I move this cat to the other direction, that is move that cat to the right and make the expression greater than 40, automatically it turns clockwise. This is the difference. So if you want, I'll do a simple project like change x. Here we need change x, and again I'm going to take another change x, and here minus 10 I am going to give, and next go to even blocks, because I have told only like without even blocks the project cannot be started. So I'm going to give here as the left arrow and here as the right arrow. So now when I click flag, as the expression is greater than 40, it turns towards clockwise 15 degree. When I move that cat, now you can see it is towards anti-clockwise, because automatically when it becomes less, it automatically turns to the anti-clockwise direction. I'm going to slowly turn it above 40. Now next step, it will move towards clockwise, you see. Yes. Now if I bring it back, it is going towards anti-clockwise. Like this we can do a lot of projects, and the next upcoming videos will be about look blocks, and in upcoming videos will be about sound blocks, even blocks, control blocks, sensing, operators, variables, and my blocks. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and also subscribe to our other channel called as GGAmers, where we do a lot on gaming. And also please try doing scratch projects, because if you know all these blocks, automatically you will know how to do it. So when you are knowing all the blocks, automatically you can start creating great projects. So please, if you had not checked our previous video on Scratch, which is the basics of Scratch, please go and see that video for better understanding. If you didn't understand this video also, if you see that video, you will be able to understand it clearly. So thanks for watching.